How's it going, guys? Chris back here again with some more Brawl here in MTD Arena. Today, we're checking out a Yawgmoth Praetor deck. And the reason for that, recently, my two most recent monocolor decks were white and green. I wanted to build some decks around the other colors. So, I have a black deck, a blue deck, and a red deck incoming. Opponent. I guess we go into Nazgul first. Next turn we go up to 4, and then we can play, ideally, Gix on turn 5, so that we can actually remove something as well, depending on what our opponent does. They are very slows the time, so maybe it's a bad plan. Signet. Okay, no, we just get on our commander. Get on our commander, we get down a Vault Sleeper. And we pray it's enough. If we can outcard advantage a control deck, we will win. That is our win condition. Shouldn't be too difficult. I say that. 4 mana white wraths are a thing, and yeah. Very neat opponent. What do they grab? I mean, none of it's great. They took my key to the archive? That's rude. Hmm. I think we just try to ramp. Because I feel like our opponent is going to wrap. So having a better place to rebuild from, more cards available. Outcard advantaging a land tax, though, on the play is difficult, I've learned. Because they can always just let sure. I mean, our opponent can now just counter us out of the game, I guess. Get to the +7. I don't got anything else. Okay, well, we got up to 6. Nazguls. Aether Flux Reservoir. Okay, well, that's scary. Hmm. Aha, Nazgul number 2. Uh, yeah, I just go. I can't go that way, so we just have to search. Fraction might be good. Other than that, we don't have many good options. So, Planeswalker specific options are put that on top. If our opponent doesn't cash out the Teferi this turn, we have a possible gotcha. They cashed out. Fair enough. I mean, at least we can get rid of land tax, maybe? Our opponent has shown one counterspell. They've shown no more lies, which is not the first counterspell you put in a blue-white control deck, so you have to live under the assumption that they have more. Let's see if we can force a block. Do they have a protection spell? No, okay. I very much doubt this will go through, but it did go through. Okay. Can't believe that worked. Really can't believe that worked. Sure. Up to 2 mana. What do you name an opponent? Nazgul. Probably a wise choice, honestly. Because I'm gonna cast it anyways. I'm gonna file into it, but it's gonna get countered, I think. We're racing against 2 clocks. We're racing. I guess we don't really care about Teferi anymore. We just want to do as much damage to our opponent as possible. The problem is if we overextend into another Wrath, or we basically get shut down. Hmm. Decline. Back to the card advantage plan. Discard some cards, opponent. So we've built up our board state reasonably well. Gix is gonna die again. That's getting old, man. I hope he just doesn't go into exile, because if he doesn't go into exile, we can maybe persistence him, although that's risky. Into exile you go, Gix. You lived a good life. We might have blink synergies, so we might just want to leave things in exile. Blue-white is the best colors for it, so. What? Oh, alchemy. Why do you have to be so annoying sometimes? Yeah, yeah, that's what we're gonna try to do. We're gonna die well before that happens, but it's funny that we get to try. There is no surprise to Fairy. We know what's gonna happen. Ace of Flux by the Bar is going to reach 50. It's gonna then reach 51, and we're gonna lose our life. It'll be pretty bad, honestly. That's GG. They can definitely get 6 life in one turn. 2 from there, and then they just have to cast 2 spells. A rough start to Gix. He's got a lot of 1/1s under his belt. Old the Gix deck, so I'm hoping that we can actually get under somebody, but first game, not promising. Uh, but who knows? We are finally on the week where my last pre-recorded draft video is going up, and I can start drafting again. We have two drafts banked in gems, and then 1 draft banked in gold. So we're netting drafts every week by doing this. Are those drafts better than just actually getting packs? I don't know. I still don't know, honestly. The comparison point would have been our set completion from Bloomburrow versus Duskborn, and they're kind of the same at the moment. So, I don't know if drafting makes that big of a difference. It probably does if you do it way more frequently, and based on the amount of gold that we've been, or the amount of drafts we have backed up. We have to bring all that. Oppression, yeah, we love oppression. I don't know if Merfolk will love oppression. Maybe they won't. I hope they won't. We actually have 1, 2, 3. Like, we have a perfect curve. You love to see it. Opponent, stop one-upping me. 0, 1, 2, 3 would be better, I suppose. Opponent. But we can't all have a 0 drop. There's only so many, and most of them are not great. Actually, are 0 drops mostly? You don't see them played all that often. But on the flip side, whenever one comes around, it generally does see some kind of play, right? Like, we have Mishra's Bauble was really old. Mox is better. The recent Mox, it's based on legendary creatures. Opponent. Yeah, you see, I kind of knew you had a counter spell opponent. 3 open blue mana, kind of my jam. I know about that. You're gonna have to play your. Well, I guess you're gonna need green mana if you want to play your commander. All right, we're doing this again. Love to see it. Bitter Blossom. Opponent. Our opponent is dead set on countering that Gix. They want it to happen, and they'll do anything to make it happen. Show me counterspell number 2, Snorlax. Snorlax? Not Snorlax. They are really Tidebinder. Okay. My poor Nazgul is losing his triggered abilities. Sad. Doesn't mean I have Death Touch anymore. Shields down? Is now the time, opponent. Decline. Nazgul number 2. Luckily, Nazgul's abilities trigger on other Nazguls. It doesn't matter if it's a Gon. He's a powerful boy. He can do his thing. If we get bounced, this is kind of sad, but we don't get bounced. We're kind of in a good state. We have a very impressive board state. We have a minimum amount of card advantage. GG. Yeah, love to see it. We have time for one more. We're at the 15-minute mark. There we go. Yeah, Duskmourn was a very fun set. Our next outing is Foundations, which is basically corsets, or a corset type thing. I don't have much information on it, and I haven't been paying much attention to it. But I think it's coming out by It's probably coming out in December or late November, to catch that sweet, sweet Christmas money, right? Wizards do love their Christmas money. Perfectly playable hand. Tap land on 1 because we can't wait to 4 for this to be a real land. It has to be a real land from the start. Well, maybe we've made mistakes. Who knows? So we had waited for it to be a 4 land, or to be an untapped land on turn 4. There's a chance that on turn 3 we get mana screwed and we can't cast our commander, and we don't want that to happen. Like, that is the worst thing that could happen. It didn't happen this time, so we are lucky. Deathtouch Tribal does fare well against Geoda the Unifier, I hope. Neato. I would like to draw a card upon it. I will kill all of the boys, if you do not let me. I guess I'll kill one of the boys. Fair enough. Now, Johnny's abilities create a 1/1 or 2/1 cat token, then you control a red permanent. He deals damage equal to the number of creatures you control to any target. That's 1 damage. If you don't control a red permanent, it doesn't do anything. It's kind of sad. These things do happen, though. What are the first? I guess it doesn't matter. Let's give a Johnny a whack, just so that he can't go anywhere. I don't want a -4. Each opponent chooses a creature or an artifact from among permanents they control and then sacrifices the rest. What are you? Ward 1. Yeah, I'll pay Ward 1. Kill a Johnny. Draw me cards. Okay. A little bit of ramp out of the deal. Joda can come down. He will be beset by Deathtouch creature, so I'll have to deal with that. Hmm. Nazgul? And then Squirrel Warlock. Lyle can go. Okay, and we have Damnation for next turn. You'll love to see it. It doesn't. We don't really need 2 Damnation. I see a Wrath, and I'm like, oh, gotta cast that Wrath. Everything has to die. Them are the rules. Who are we countering? They get 2 counters now. Impressive. Opponent? Nazgul number 3. That's a good Nazgul right there. Enrica. Sure. Draw a card. No attack. Oh. Same place, slightly worse position, opponent. Oh, how we found ourselves. Yeah, I mean, I don't particularly care about life totals. Everybody. Appers can go. They don't block, we just pump and win. Uh-huh. So one pump it'll be. I can pump again. The opponent's going up to 24. I mean, if we pump like this, I think we're pretty close to winning. Yeah. GG. Well, if you enjoyed today's video, remember to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment down below, and I will see you in the next video. Bye for now.